What is up, chat? Hold on, I gotta fix this. I gotta fix this real bad. Right. Dang. Is this borderless? Nope. Fuck. Alright, this should just work. That worked. There's just no game. Oh, there we go. I don't think I have sound on. What is up, losers? How are we doing today? Get the music going. Oh, Daddy!
At Drive Kyle 389 donated $20.
Faster
relapse into was in Charlie Sheen into drugs.
Okay. I appreciate the 20. That's a crazy dono. That's a crazy dono. Okay, here's why we're already running this back. Okay, there is a thought behind this. I just want to get the music working before I explain. Boom. All right. So here's what I'm thinking, right? Obviously, I'm gonna make the death run into a video. I'm not gonna spoil what happens in the death run if you haven't seen it already. Now, one of the things that I do think it's true with this death run, and you can say copium or whatever the fuck you want to say, but I do think it's true, is like I learned a lot about the game. I think it honestly, seeing the current state of galleries made me a lot more optimistic about which schools have potential. And I think now, having played through it, I don't think I'm going to kill Constantine. I think Jeffrey Island Leader, when the time comes, is going to be taken out back. It's probably more realistically what's going to happen. Because I don't need 2 level 90 deaths. But I thought about this, right? And I was thinking about this. And I was like, Myth has a chance. Myth has a chance, was what I was thinking. Now, I want to get to a point where, like, I love Wiz, right? But I feel like part of my issue with the Wiz is it's either like I'm fucking, tunnel visioned on a Nuzlocke, or I'm not playing the game at all. Where it's like I want to get to like a healthier relationship with Wiz, like a less toxic relationship. So I'm thinking every Wednesday and then maybe every Sunday I'll do Wiz streams, right? Because I'd like to stream, 5 or 6 times a week. So then it's like 2 or 3 Wiz streams a week. I like Wizard 101 Wednesdays, right? And we're gonna start a new run today. And I also think part of the problem I get into with these runs is like I get so like tunnel visioned on them that it's like sometimes it would be, I think my runs would actually be more successful if like I take a step back. You know what I mean? So we're gonna make a myth. I think I don't like turning away from the wheel. But I think we're gonna run a myth this time. I think myth has a very good chance. I think here's my other thing is I've made a video on Storm, right? And I've made a video on Fire, long form Wiz content wise. I'm going to be making one on Death. So I'd like to play one of the schools I haven't already played. I think Life scares me. I think Life probably has Life definitely could do it. But I kind of want to play a Myth. I feel like so much of Life is nerfed so hard in this rule set. because I don't feel like it's like you get that crazy good of gear. You know what I mean? And it's like every school with Archmastery can heal now. Choose Ice Coward. So here's the other thing is I ran an ice. I've already done an ice run. That got to Mirror Lake, and then it got fucking destroyed. So it's just like... Can you explain how Nuzlocke rules? All the rules should be in the description. I really want to do a myth run. Now, here's the other reality of this now. Is if you remember, I went back and I fucking destroyed an Arc 1 Wizlocke on a death, right? But I think for it to be fair, I'm going to start, at least for when I'm trying out new schools, I'm going to try to go from actually doing the first Arc Wizlocke. Because I've never beaten a Myth first Arc Wizlocke. So I feel like I at least have to beat the Myth first Arc run once. And then we can, whatever. So I'm going to go Arc 1. My new goal with this challenge, I know this is kind of crazy. I think where I want to make my next video, my idea would be, and this is kind of crazy, but I want to beat Chrysalis and then switch to a new rule set and try to beat the third arc in Malistaire. Would be my idea. I just think if I win this Myth run and then I lose and I decide I want to run Myth more, I think it's fair to then go and be like, I think then it's fair to be like, I'm going to whatever. You know what I mean? Then I think it's fair to buy second arc elixirs. Hide your name. I'm gonna hide my name the whole stream. If someone does that shit to me, I'm switching the stream. I feel like if someone wants to hunt me down and do whatever the fuck exploits going on right now, I'm just gonna end the stream. Like, how is hiding my name gonna help? Is that really gonna stop people? Like, won't they just search the realms until they find me? What's the exploit? There's some weird thing going on with, like, I don't know how any of this shit works. It's something to do with they get into your instance and they spam you with a bunch of requests. So like you literally can't, like they get your player ID and then they spam you with a bunch of like guild requests and you literally can't play the game because it's like a pop-up. It's like a pop-up thing. But how is this is my thing is like, if someone's gonna do it, if this is something they can do, and all they need to do is see my wizard, like, won't they just fucking... I guess I can hide names. That means I'm gonna have to come up with the name, though. Which I'm not a fan of. Is Jimmy not a name option in this game? Dead ass? No, it doesn't. It doesn't, I mean, there's no way around the whatever. I mean, I'm telling you right now, if someone does that shit, like, I just won't play the game. I'm so bad at names, bro. I can never think of a good one. But I'm just gonna show this shit. If you find me and do it, like I don't know. Maybe I'll just take a break. We'll figure something else. I want to do like a different. This is gonna be Orion Legend Strider, not to be confused with world famous wizard Orin Legend Strider. Not to be confused with world famous. It's his son.
Oh, hello.
I don't know. I don't really know, dude. I've had every time I pick a name, King Zhao fucking bans it. So it's like. I mean, I'll hide my shit, but. Alright, we are going to try to beat the first arc. I feel like I also want to change some of the rules of how the first arc works. I think I'm going to ban empowers. I don't think empower should be allowed. I think, like, pre-audit empower was, like, just an S tier option. Where I feel like modern empower is, like... Not modern, but... With the way empower currently works, after the audit, I don't think that should be allowed. Ban enchants? I don't think I need to ban enchants. I honestly think on a myth, the Wizlocke's still going to be hard enough. Where, like, I might need to think a little bit. I mean, we could try to do a no enchant round. I don't honestly think enchants even help that much. Should we do it no enchants? Ban casting spell. When is the Death Wizlocke video coming out? A while. Oh, it's going to be a minute. No TC. That's just not possible. Bazaarless? The better challenge at that point would just be no Bazaar. I don't think you could do it. Could you do a run without the Bazaar? We could try it. No Bazaar at all. I feel like at the point when you're banning TC, I feel like it would be better to allow DCs, but like... No Bazaar, no crafting. Dude, I just feel like that's just too... Doesn't that just become an RNG shit show? No Bazaar, no crafting, but I can buy other TCs. I can buy Herald TCs. No death spells. I think is kind of lame. Dude, I don't know why. Is it? I was thinking that. Why the fuck is my camera so dark? Dude, I changed some shit when I was recording my beer mile, and now that like it's so much like. But I actually think like it focuses better. I just like it. The background is so much darker. No death is hype. The idea here isn't to make like a completely new, really fucking hard challenge though. Like, it's to beat the OG Wizlocke and then beat the second arc Wizlocke. Right? Your camera is crunchy as hell. How do you mean it's not focused better? It is. It totally is. It totally works. It totally is better. It's not harder to see my face. The pixels, bro. I don't know how to work a camera. I don't fucking know how to. I don't know how to lower. I don't know how to work a camera. I don't know how it works. Does that matter? Are you upset about it? Dude, I don't think a myth has never beaten Marley Bone. I want to see them pores. Why does it fucking... You know you don't. You've been streaming for 4 years. Yeah, but like, I don't notice that shit. It's the problem. If I'm watching a stream, I don't care if... I don't think I've ever noticed the camera quality. Unless it's like really bad. Unless it's like... I think when you move the camera bitrate spikes... Okay, you guys are just like... You guys are just, yeah, you're just, that's just can't even remotely be true. I don't think I want a camera that you can see my pores. I think that you end up in like the Mr. Beast territory of like, it's weird. Look better. Your eyes are 1 pixel each, my man. What stream are you guys watching? That's crazy. Oh, Daddy!
At Sir Camp Masters Pines donated $10. Greetings, Zerit. Been a while since I popped in. Well and truly ripped the last one. Godspeed to this one. Sorry if you get this a lot, but hope you're alright regarding your drinking challenges. Fizzle.
What's up, Sponge? I appreciate you. I feel like I still will die on the hill I fucking won that last Nuzlocke. I still die on that hill. What type of hat is that? Go back to Facecam. It's a Lagunitas hat. It's a brewing company in Northern California. Shout out Sponge, bro. I think we should lock up this rule set. What are we thinking? I think I could try no Bazaar. No Bazaar, no Empower. I mean, I guess I couldn't get Empowers then, right? I don't think Empowers drop early again. No Crafting. We could do no Crafting. I think no Crafting matters a lot less on a myth. No Bazaar is really difficult because it takes away enchants and it takes away like auras, it takes away fortify, it takes away empowers and all that shit. But it's not like, I feel like no treasure cards is just not even fun. Because at the point when you can't like guarantee you can shield round one, you can just lose based on RNG, which like I don't think is really the point. Allow Olympus? Nah. I think we keep... Here, I'll add the new rules for the Arc shit to the thing. I think I can do Bazaarless. I really think doing less damage every hit just means you have to play a lot slower and a lot more conservatively, but I don't think it's actually that much harder. I think if I wasn't allowed to use treasure cards, it just would be stupid. Because then it's like you get worried, like the question becomes like, can you get enough main deck shields to shield against shit? And then it's like, I don't really know if that's fun. Alright. First Arc rules. If you die or flee, it's game over. No Bazaar whatsoever. No side quests. The shared rank, no pet premium, no count shot. Level lock's the same. Solo everything. What else do we chain? Oh, no crafting. Why am I... That was my bank. That was my bank. That was, yeah, no, I was on the phone with King's Isle about stream snipers. I told him to take the shot once they get a clear line of sight. I feel like no Bazaar, no crafting is gonna make this like really fucking hard. I don't think it's gonna be that hard. Even then, I don't think it's going to be that hard. I think we just have to play so slow. I think it'll be interesting. I feel like I understand. The only thing is, like, I think Big Ben becomes really tough. Honestly, Big Ben's the one thing I'm kind of like, I don't know. Because not having fortify strats could be kind of brutal. Oh, Daddy! Yo, rubber ducks with the member, appreciate it. Is this only going to be myth runs? I might like do a life run if I lose a myth run at like Mirror Lake or something and it gets pretty far. Part of my thing is like I don't want to do another death run. I feel like. No, like, whatever. We can argue about, even if you... we can argue whether or not I beat the death run. I do think that's one of the few Wizard 1-1 fights of all time where that's actually something that could happen. Where you could argue whether it counts or not. But, like, even if you don't think I won, like, it doesn't make sense to redo. You know what I mean? Because it's like, even if I... whatever, like, even if you think, then it would be like the same video, I would do all the same shit, and then I would just hope to go first in that fight. Where it's like, if the only thing that needs to happen is I do everything the exact same way, except I go first, it's kind of, and like, or maybe get better drops or something, it's kind of like, okay, you know? I'm starting for Arc 1 because I want to do one of the things I want to do with like I want to make a long form Wizlocke challenge video on every school eventually. Like, not, I mean, they all take fucking forever. But I don't want to run a school I've already run. And Myth is a school, but then the other part of that is if I haven't beaten the first arc Wizlocke with a school, I think it's a little cheap to take it to the second arc. So I feel like once I beat the first arc, then I can start running the second arc, if that makes sense. So it's like if I beat the first arc and then I decide and I lose in Mirror Lake or something, and then I decide, you know what, I want to run it back, I feel like that's fair. Daddy! When we find the 20%... Yo, appreciate Wheezing Guy with the member. Bro, here's the thing, though, about that challenge is, like... Yeah, you could say if I had used -20 fortifies, I would have won. Yeah, you could... But, like, you could do that at, like, literally everything in that run. If I had socketed... If I had another Storm Ward dropped, I could have socketed Storm Ward, I would have lived. If I had, you know, a better Pierce Jewel... I could have socketed a better Pierce Jewel. I would have healed for 1 more %. I would have on four of them. I would have. If I had gotten at Vastic wand dropped or like any of the good at Vastic gear dropped, I would have won. If I gotten the Waterworks helmet, I would have won. So it's like there's so many different little like when I fights genuinely that close, it's like you could point to so many different things, bro. Any idea when the Arc 2 video is coming out? It's gonna be a while. Dude, editing that Minecraft video I just posted took way longer than I thought. It took twice as long, probably, as all the other Minecraft videos, which makes sense because there was like twice as much footage. But hopefully Sunday would be sick. That would be kind of crazy though. Definitely within 10 days. For sure. Yeah, I like how that Minecraft video turned out. I just wish we got to the dogs. That's the thing is like I want to run that challenge back now too. Because if I could get those dogs on the wither, I swear they would have killed them. I saw the Wiz randomizer. I was thinking about doing a video on that. That low-key might be the first Wiz video I do in a long time where I don't stream it. I think I might make a video on that. I mean, whether or not you think the last run counts, it's like, I want to run it back. I think it would be cool to beat the third arc now. Is kind of what I want to work towards. I think eventually I'll be able to Wizlocke the entire game. If I just keep learning and improving. Eventually it will happen, right? I think there was the other thing that I like about starting from Wizard City is I'll actually get first like spell events for like all the low pip spells, and I feel like that's one of the things I needed to like tap into more. I think I needed to go heavily into like, or things that I found success were like, and were more fun honestly, is like building gear sets around certain fights, like setting and whatnot, and then also like using weird niche spellment stuff and like using weird niche treasure cards that are good for certain fights and shit. Oh, Daddy!
Myth Madness, baby.
Yo, what's up, B-Reg? Appreciate it. 40 months, holy unk. I think it'll be fun. Like, I think it'll be... I think Myth has so much fun-ass utility. The only thing I worry about with Myth is it doesn't get a great heal. But then again, once you're to like the second arc, you can just fucking, I'll just run Life Archmastery, right? And fucking cosplay a life. So it's like, I don't know. It'll be interesting for sure. But I think, like, I don't know. I'd have to... My gut tells me that for... Oh, Daddy!
At Reagan123 donated $10. Milky Mooshu for Myth Madness.
I don't know if I want to run Milky Mooshu back, bro. I appreciate the $10. Mooshu was rough, bro. Milky Mooshu... That shit was rough. That was really rough. I don't think I've ever actually said on stream how fucked up that was. That shit was a problem. Alright, let's see. Lock. Let's see how they fucking massacred my boy. Is Golem Minion really that ass now? I don't think I could watch 2 videos at the same time. I definitely do, like, every time I'm playing, like, especially a game like Wiz, I'm always, like, a second monitor watcher for sure on like YouTube or a show or something, but like 2 shows at the same time I don't think I could do. I thought that some of the minions were better now. Myth gets a 7-pip minion. I thought this update like buffed them. Is that not true? Do you think a 4th arc Wizlocke's possible? Totally. Bro, if you're allowed to, like, I mean, it's gonna be really hard. But if you're allowed to farm for gear, for sure. The wizard gets so strong. It's also like so much will open up in the terms of like but like if you're allowed to do whatever the hell you want to prepare for fights, the wizard just gets so strong. Wizard with prep time is like undefeatable. Wizard with prep time might go undefeated. Is there a video or link to the rap song you play in the beginning of some of your streams? No. It just exists as a file on my computer. Papa made that and sent that to me. Like, I didn't ask for that. I made that shit. Kinda sick. Ooh, we also don't get the pet now anymore, huh?
Beware. Beyond these gates, the city's gone mad.
That's actually not good at all. Not having the Willcast pet is gonna be rough. I'm not a fan of that. Okay. Willcast pet was like kind of the goat of the past round. Kinda was the unsung hero. I don't need all this shit. I want to see what this guy does. Is Zerad a shy pisser? I'm like the opposite of a shy pisser. Although I don't. Okay, what the fuck is that? What is Golem Pong? I'm not a shy pisser, but like I also am not. I know you know those people that just like pee in public all the time. What the fuck is? They ruined this minion. What's up, Megabytes? Like, I don't like, I'll go pee in a urinal with no problem. I'm not the guy who's like, I know people that will like go when we're playing golf and just like pee on the cart path. Or like just behind a tree where they're in like, and I don't like doing that shit. Like, if I'm going pee outside, like I gotta get it deep into the woods. I don't like the idea, I wouldn't call myself like a open peer. But like, I don't have problems peeing in urinals. I'm a big trough fan. I like when I go to like a baseball game. Okay, that minion sucks now, by the way. Although he probably pulls aggro more, right? Because he just keeps peppering him. Can it fizzle? It's just like, I like peeing in a trough. I can get behind that more. If you wanted to make a fresh wizard to have fun, what would you go with? Dude, honestly, it's been so long since I've made just like a I don't think I will ever make another casual playthrough wizard. Because like now when I play this game casually, I was actually playing on my death last night for a little while. I was trying to make a new pet, and I want to get it to 180. I don't like that my death is not at max. But it's like, now I have so many high-level wizards that, like, I just haven't played through the recent content with. Because I play through it once on stream, and then I'm like, alright, I'm not going to do it again. But I go and play on them. Like, I think the two most fun schools in this game, in my opinion, are a Death or a Storm. I think a Storm is, especially through the first two arcs. Because, like, Storms can be kind of difficult, even if you're, like, super meta-gearing. And you get to skip all the, like, boring-ass fights. Like, a Storm, you don't have to think as a Storm when you're just in minion fights. But, like, the fun bosses and stuff are harder to solo. So, like, you get to play fast through the boring shit, and then the fun shit's kind of challenging and fun, and even that you can do quicker. And then I like Death because, like, it gives you the option to, like, if you want to try to solo everything, you can. You know what I mean? So, like, Death, it's like, the game just becomes so much more soloable and fun.
Thanks for the help.
So, like, if I was gonna tell... Like, I think if someone was a new player,
You're right.
I would tell them to make a Death.
I think I can get to the bottom of this.
And again, I might say, it depends who they are. Depends what their experience they're looking for. Depends, like, which one of my friends. I feel like I would tell most of my, like, pretty much all my friends either to make a Death or make a Storm. Roll Minion's actually crazy, by the way. Like, crazy good. I want to try the new Myth Minions. Dude, wait. Summoning Golem Minion actually was good there. He hits off the shield. High-tech play. Yeah, whatever. I'm not a urinal talker, though. With my friends, yeah. If I'm going pee at a bar with one of my friends, or like at a game or something, I would talk at a urinal. I think it's weird to like meet someone in that setting. I don't think it's weird talking while you pee. I think it's weird to introduce yourself to someone in a setting like that. Am I a urinal singer? What does that even mean? A stall talker? I think if you go into a bathroom with someone is in the stall next to you that you don't know, and you try to talk to them, you should be put on a list. I think you need to be watched carefully by the entirety of society. I actually think you're like you could be a harm to the public.
Bring me those amulets and I can cast my spell.
I do think, Loki, you probably are a threat to yourself and other people. Does anyone else get really annoyed when people come to the bathroom on speakerphone? Well, like, I didn't go to that. Most of my bathroom experiences were at school. Like, I don't remember going, like, I guess at, like, movie theaters, I would go to the public bathroom usually. And, like, sporting events. But, like, or like a concert or something. Like, outside of that, I'm not in the like, if I go to, like, a restaurant, I'm usually not using the bathroom unless I absolutely have to. So it's like, I don't even know. Like, is that, like... I did have communal bathrooms in college, and that was really when I started to realize, like... some people are bad, bro. One of the things that used to annoy me, and this is going to be this is like one of those things you'll only know if you've had a communal shower. But like, I swear there were some people that would take showers and like somehow like get the ground outside like fucking soaked. It's like they took the shower, not in the shower. They took it in like the little piece of tile you have next to the shower. And it's like there's a curtain there and they wouldn't use the curtain. And it's like somehow you flooded the entire fucking shower stall. Like, I don't even know how you could have done that. That used to annoy me. Because all of a sudden I'm trying to like take a shower and I'm trying to put my fucking towel somewhere, you know, hanging on the thing or leave it on top of the door. And it's like, it's so fucking, it's like soaked. How did you get the entire stall like just drenched? I guess they must have left the curtain open. And also, like, not have thought about, like, they must have, like, positioned themselves in the shower so the water was, like, funneling out of the shower. Like, it didn't make any sense. Like, it made no sense to me. I guess you just don't close the curtain. But, like, how then do you, like, not... I don't, because the showers in my dorm, I lived in the same dorm for my first, whatever, years of college. And it was like, they were like bathroom stalls that just had showers in them instead. So like, you really didn't have that much room. So like, if you came in there, like, I also didn't like when like, I had like a carrying basket for like my soap and shit. And I wouldn't like when that got wet. Because I would have like a fucking comb and shit in there. And like allergy pills and shit, and like I didn't like when that got wet. And it's like, how did you manage to like flood this place? I shit in the shower, piss in the sink, and wash my hands in the toilet. I've peed in a couple sinks in my day. I've definitely done that. I don't think that's that weird. At a funeral? Yeah, of course. Dude, there's some times when you're at the funeral and it's like customary, you know? And it's like, are you really gonna be the one guy who doesn't pee in the sink? You know? In a sink is crazy. You guys have never peed in a sink? That was like really common, I feel like. Dude, there were like known college bars where it was like a accepted thing that because the bathrooms were too small and they would like let in too many people in the first place, that like you could pee in the sink. Because you could like, then there was a urinal, there was a toilet, and there was a sink. So like one person would pee in the toilet, one person would pee in the urinal, and the other person would pee in the sink. So you could go in there with like 3 friends. For sure. You've never done this? It was like a pretty common thing, I thought. I've done that at more than one bar. What do you do in the bathroom? You have to pee. Bro, it's like... the bathroom would be like a little fucking stall, 1 by 1. And it's like, what are you gonna do? Go in there 1 by 1? The line's like 30 people long. I think the piss drawer shit was weird. I think that was what I was like, that is weird. I also think it's weird to like pee in the sink if you intend on washing your hands in that sink ever. But like if you're drunken at a bar and you're like, I gotta get in and out. I don't think that's that weird. No, you would never wash your, why would you wash your hands in that? That would be crazy. That would be insane. Bro, if I'm peeing at a bar on a night out when I'm already drunk enough that I'm peeing in the sink, I'm not washing my hands. No way. Dude, this would be... I don't think you guys have been to the bars I've been to. No one is washing... You like... No. I don't think I'm out of the ordinary here. I don't know, man. I saw some crazy shit. Dude, there were bars in college that, like, it was like, we should stop this conversation. But there were bars in college where, like, it wasn't uncommon for people to, like, not wait in line for the bathroom and just, like, go outside to pee. And just go, like, pee in the alley and then sneak back in. If you go to, like, some of the, like, fucking, like, if you go to a bar in San Francisco, and it's, like, a bar that, like, a lot of people are waiting to go into, if you go to, like, an alley beside it, there will be someone peeing. 100%. Bro, they don't have public restrooms in that city. What are you supposed to do? What is your alternative? Piss your pants? I never wash my hands. I don't wash my feet either. See, again, I feel like there's nuance here, right? I feel like there's a difference between, like, go and pee at a gross bar and not even wanting to touch the piss sink and just soak in it versus, like, you know, never washing your feet. I don't think we're one and the same. bother this soggy place. We bother you. I got no motion right now. I have a lack of wealth.
Splendid. Now, put those cogs to good use and get the old wheel turned. I'll fix the lightning. Oh, we're ready. Here. Oh, sleeper. Ah, well done, Wiz. Thanks to you. Here you are.
Not testing out my Aspen Gold cosplay. I shower every day. Pretty much every day. I at least shower every weekday. Because, like, if I'm, like, at least making an effort to go outside, I will shower. But, like, if it's, like, a Sunday, after I, like, did shit Saturday and showered already, and I wake up in bed and I'm like, I'm not showering. I'd say I average, like, 6 showers a week. 6 or 7. I wash my hands. You can't, there's no, like, what you don't, you're gonna go to a bar and, like, wash your hands? That's weird. I don't always wash my hands. Every single time I pee, what am I, like, a saint? No, I don't do that. What happens if you pee outside? You go fucking, you go find a sink if you couldn't find a toilet? I've talked about this, actually. This is my theory. I'm not saying that I would do this. But I'm saying, like, if you... here's the thing. You have all these, like, daily life routine people that talk about how they maximize every moment of their day with, like, optimal efficiency. Those people should piss on their hands. Bro, imagine you are going to the bathroom and you're taking 2 steps, which is peeing and washing your hands, when pee is already sterile. So why don't you just pee on your hands? Boom, you're good to go. You cut out the sink washing. Think of how many minutes you would save every month if you pissed on your hands instead of washing them. We're talking like tangible minutes every day, right? That adds up. If you're really you talk this big game about your morning routine, bro, start peeing on your hands. Is pee? I thought pee was sterile. I thought that's why you could drink it. I'm saying I wouldn't do this. But, like, if you're like Ashton Hall, who already has this absurd morning routine, where you act like as if every minute of your life needs to be optimized, why aren't you peeing on your hands? You're gonna do this fucking whole thing where it's like, oh no, I have to have someone bring me my shoes and tie them for me because it takes too much time. Like, pee on your hands. Be a real man. Do it. Like, you want to talk this big game about your morning routine, and I don't see you peeing on your hands. Why have I never in a Wizlocke bought... Okay, whatever. We'll bring 2 fire shields to this fight. Ideally, I don't have to use them. Ideally, I get away without using these. Because then we can just go do Fire Cat Alley. Daddy!
Don donated $5.
Is this going to be a media share?
This video helps make the proper hand washing technique more memorable for little hands. So wet those hands and apply some soap. It's time for my big song.
Rub the palms, 1, 2. Rub the knuckles, 1, 2. Rub the insides of your fingers and the back of them too. Rub the thumbs, 1, 2. And the nails, 1, 2. Now time to rinse. Happy clean hands for you.
Okay, this is my thing. Is like I do wash. I'm not saying I don't wash my hands. My point is that like if you're going, there's so much shit that happens though where like people won't wash their hands and they do shit. This is my thing. If you have a fucking cat, never complain about germs to me ever. If you own a cat, never complain. You have no right to complain about germs to me. All those fucking things do is shit in a box, step in the shit, fucking move the shit around with their little paws, and then people like cuddle with them on their beds and let them jump up on their counters. So, but I'm the fucking criminal if I pee in a toilet and I don't touch anything and I fucking don't wash my hands on a night out? What upside? You guys are so brainwashed by society. Cats clean themselves? They don't lick their paws. No, they don't. And they might clean themselves. They are guaranteed fucking not grooming themselves after they have come at you with their shit paws. Yes, they lick their paws. Okay, then they're shitting and shit. Right? Even if they clean themselves, they come over to you and they fucking lick you. This is I'm just saying that societally we pick and choose, and I don't think that's good. All or nothing would be my argument. Why are we gonna sit here and pick and choose? I wash my hands. I'm saying on a night out, am I gonna wash my hands? If I'm drunk at a bar where everything hasn't been, it's a fucking some shitty college bar where everything already hasn't been cleaned in like 20 years, it doesn't affect me. That if you're telling me you clean yourself, you clean your hands every single pee of your entire life, I think you're kind of weird. I think that's a little odd. Wash your hands, man. I disagree. You know, when I start min-maxing life, when I'm on the highway to success, because I get an extra couple minutes every day because I've revolutionized the reality of efficiency by peeing on my hands, you'll all be sorry. What the fuck is that? Do they always cast this when they're about to die? Why don't I just dismiss him? Why is that a spell? What? What's up, Liam? Oh, Daddy!
Meridium donated $5.
Hey, Flappy! How do you like it? I know it's small, but I have the best seat in the house! And it's my house, Flapjack! Plus, the view ain't too shabby either.
View?
Captain!
I almost just died. What the fuck was that? It's not that I frown on. Hey, we should move on. Flapjack? I hate Flapjack. I almost got freaking natural attack cheese. That would have sucked. That would have not been super fun. Where's the backpack? Dude, I can never find the backpack item lock. I swear it's in gameplay options. Do they move this shit every time just so I won't be able to find it? Here it is. I watched a lot of SpongeBob. If anything, I wish I had had less like internet and TV access as a kid. Specifically the internet. I feel like I don't think kids should have unrestricted access to that shit. Damn, I'm dripped out. I look like a storm wizard. What is the all-time greatest SpongeBob quote? What is the all-time greatest SpongeBob quote? What is the most quotable line? I really like the one I used to quote all the time whenever I had to like open a door or some shit was, you know, the scene where Patrick goes and he's like in the fridge or whatever, and he's like, whatever, like, I'm gonna open this, and he goes, "Open sesame," and then it obviously doesn't open because he's trying to open it with his hands, and then he's like, well, I've done all I can do. I really like that one. Oh brother, this guy stinks. Now I'm gonna starve is a good one. That's a very quotable one. My leg. The whole wallet bit. That's just, dude, it's specifically Patrick has like a bunch of banger one-liners. Like, so quotable. Can you imagine if SpongeBob came out today with like short form content? The amount of just memes you would see and like fucking SpongeBob clips you would get. Wait, what the fuck is going on in Twitch chat? The fuck? What are you doing? I never watched that much Adventure Time. I remember when Adventure Time first came out. I swear it's either like the first or second episode. They have like that weird, like the wizards and the ring shit. And it reminded me a lot of Wizard 101. I didn't really watch that much of that show. I watched so much, I watched a lot more. I loved Regular Show. But even Regular Show, like, I kind of stopped watching. Like, I never watched through, like, the first couple seasons. We've come along. I was born with... Dude, there's a lot. Like, what's the other... There's one Patrick one I also really like. Can't think of it. I can't think of what I think about a lot. I watched a little bit of Gumball. Not a ton though. Dude, Fanboy and Chum Chum was like brain rot before brain rot existed. I think Fanboy and Chum Chum was one of those shows where like I started to like understand why my parents didn't like me watching cartoons. Does anyone remember Planet Sheen? I think Planet Sheen might have single-handedly made me stop watching cartoons. I think I was watching Planet Sheen and I like got self-conscious about what I was consuming. Dude, Fanboy and Chum Chum was also like, I feel like SpongeBob, like, yeah, wasn't exactly like high academia, you know, it wasn't exactly like an academic show, but there was at least like lessons to be learned, and like there was consistent characters, and like there was like it was still like brain rotty, but there was like something you could glean from it at just like a basic level of like, you know, usually SpongeBob would go through some shit. Fanboy and Chum Chum was just trash. It was just trash. I love Johnny Test. I won't stand for Johnny Test slander. Johnny Test might be a top 3 favorite cartoon of mine. I love Johnny Test.
Truce. We'll keep to this corner of the undead have...
In a turbocharged backpack. Being your sisters, use him like a lab rat. I'll never forget the there's that episode where like they go in the video game and there was like they do like the Pokemon parody, and there's like the Magikarp parody character, and they use it to win the whatever championship and go home. Your genius sisters using like a lab rat. Dude, Bling Bling Boy was hated for having motion. What? Bling Bling Boy was the main antagonist of that show, and the only thing he ever did wrong was have a little motion. If that's a crime, lock me up, you know? Total Drama Island, I never really watched. Wasn't really on that. Ooh, I love Fairly Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents is another show, though, that, like, I could get why, like, if you're a parent, that kind of shit's annoying to, like, but, like, I feel like Fairly Odd Parents usually had, like, a good lesson to be learned. There was usually, like, some moral to the end of every story. It was kind of like a fable. Where, like, usually it was Timmy doing some stupid shit. Total Drama Island. I never watched it. The thing that always confused me with shit like that was, like, I couldn't watch, like... This was honestly one of my problems I had with, like, Avatar The Last Airbender. Was, like, it was hard to watch the, like, episodes for me sequentially. Because I usually was, like, would watch the reruns of them and shit. Like, I wasn't up to date with the show. So it's like Total Drama Island, when I would watch it, confused me, because it's like you would get episodes at, like, different parts. It's like I was only watching a little bit of TV a day. So, like, if I'm watching a show and it's, like, supposed to have a storyline that, like, progresses, and now all of a sudden I'm watching season 2 episode 1, and then I'm gonna watch season 3 episode 7, it's like it doesn't work. You know what I mean? Dude, I feel like streaming's better for consuming, like, whatever. I also think that, like, one of the things you can do with streaming that you couldn't do before, or, like, you would have to be more, whatever, conscious of, is, like, making a TV show very episodical. Because something like the Avatar is just so much better to watch actually in, like, when you can watch whatever you watch when you want to watch it. Like, it's so much better to watch them in order. I swear with shit like the Avatar 2, they would play some of the episodes like way more than the others. Like they would play like the season finales a lot more. What's up, Ghetto Bird? Weekly releases for shows were much better than everything getting released all at once. I guess, but then you had to like be there when it came out. Streaming services do that too still. Not every show comes out all at once, like some or whatever. Titans Go fan. I've never done a myth run, no. Why is there a drug warning before entering your stream? I don't know. Is there? It's kind of funny. God, I love talking to this nice Herman, who's definitely not a double agent. She's kind of a terrorist, if you think about it. Teen Titans was like a little before my time, I think. Like the OG Teen Titans. I never watched the new one. Teen Titans... What's like some of the classic Cartoon Network shows I never really watched? What's the one where it's like all the kids are in a treehouse and they're all secret agents? And it's kind of has some more mature themes to it. Kids Next Door. I think people like that show, right? Bro, the show that I always wanted to watch was like the Sonic TV show. What was the Sonic TV show on? I remember there was a Sonic TV show and there was a Kirby TV show. What am I thinking of? Sonic Prime? No, definitely not this. There was like an old school, it was like Sonic Boom, maybe? No, Sonic X. What was Sonic X on? Bro, I thought this show looked so cool. And I could never find where it was played. What TV show was Sonic X on? Cartoon Network. Wait, what's CW Kids? I don't think I even had that. It was on 4Kids. Why I never had 4Kids? And then there was a Kirby show. And I had all the fucking Kirby games, and I would see these people, like, I would see clips of the fucking Kirby show on the, like, do you like waffles shit. And I was like, how do I watch this? Kirby right back at you, bro. How do I watch this? I mean, now it's on Prime. Is the Kirby show good? Dude, I feel like some of those Kirby clips are still like, you still see gifs of them and shit. I didn't like Courage. I didn't like anything in that art style. Even back then, like, I hated Flapjack. Oh my god, what was the one with the purple guy? And he was a chef. And there was the guy, and he had the really annoying way of talking. Oh my god, I hated Chowder. Chowder would come on, bro, and I would be like, fuck. I don't want to watch this. Rada. God, dude, Chowder would come on. I'm like, ah, fuck. I'm gonna turn off the TV. I'm gonna go outside. Time to go outside. Time to go play basketball. Chowder was not peak. Lie. Dude, I love Johnny Test. Johnny Test top 3 childhood show for me. Dude, I hate the Mythic Refresh Ball. Like my new least favorite. Actually, I don't mind it. It doesn't annoy me. It's just like, it's become the new first. Mythical bedtime pull is like the first comment on every video I've ever uploaded now. Bro, Johnny Test was a great show. You just couldn't see past the nuance of the whip crack. You just didn't understand it.
What's the hold up? Go get a Herkimer stone from the rotting fodder, or do you prefer the fire elf's brains to turn to boiling?
Did you? I never watched anything Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, minions expire now. They kind of ruined the goal of minion. It's kind of ass cheeks now. I didn't like. It was hard. It's different for that shit because it's like there's not like as many like niche shows. I feel like YouTube from that time period, there's so much niche shit that you can talk about. But like there's not like that many like obscure TV like there was only so many channels I was going to, bro. You know? Cartoon Network, Nick Jr. And that was about it. That's about all I was doing. I really liked what was I never even watched Disney. Remember a show I always talk about with people when I'm thinking about like old shows I like? Does anyone remember Destroy, Build, Destroy? I think that was on Nick, right? Dude, Destroy, Build, Destroy to me is like the pre-evolution of fucking Mr. Beast. Destroy, Build, Destroy is like reminds me so much of Mr. Beast. I am gonna try to go till I die. Till I die. To me, that's like Mr. Beast of Cartoon Network. Dude, what would happen? That kind of sounds familiar. Oh, Phineas and Ferb was goated. I was a Phineas and Ferb fan for sure. For sure. Lego Universe? I think I remember that. When I got to like middle schoolish, I switched from watching that to like, I didn't watch as much TV when I was whatever. But when I hit like 5th, 6th grade, I started watching like Impractical Jokers and like the History Channel for some reason. I fucking love Pawn Stars. I to this day, if I whatever am watching TV, I'm probably putting on some like History Channel trash. I did watch the Penguins of Madagascar. No, but it wasn't the Penguins of Madagascar TV show. The main characters were the lemurs. What was the cartoon where it was like starring I watched the King Julian show. For sure, I watched a couple episodes of that. I mean, I think minions fall off hard late game for sure. For sure. Can I summon more than one of these guys? That's the power of Myth School, right? Can't I just keep cranking these bad boys out? Or do they replace each other? Wait, I thought Myth could have more than one minion. What the fuck? Is that only with Monstrology? It's only Monstrology? Fuck. What's the point of this school even existing? I'd like to get to the point where I can do Arc 3 Deathless. Kind of my irrational dream. But we'll see. I think running a different rule set for every arc is kind of the best way to do it. Because I feel like Arc 3 I probably can't beat with the Arc 2 rules. So like once I get there I'll switch it up, you know? Dude, I am so hyped. Tomorrow I'm going to do a the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake comes out. I'm gonna do a stream for that. I'm actually so that's like one of the games I've been really looking forward to playing recently. I already pre-installed that shit, bro. I already got that shit preloaded. I think it's so funny they have to cast a spell. They don't just disappear. Is that because isn't there like a card now that extends a minion's life? Is that why that pops up? To see if you want to like extend his ass. I like the early Assassin's Creed games. I don't think they're great games. I think Black Flag is just a great game. Holy shit, I'm actually gonna equip you. He beat Dark Sprite. What do you give? What do you think the Dark Sprite pet gives? I actually do think that, I really like Black Flag. I think it's a great game. Death Proof? Death Giver. Seems actually not bad at all. Death Shot? It's not good. But for a first arc pet, bro, it's pretty money. It comes out, it's supposedly at like 10 EST is when the Steam page says it'll be ready. I think it's playable like midnight per console or something. EST. Is PvP still good in this game? Hot take, PvP was never good. No, actually, I think PvP is like in the worst state it's ever been. Then again, bro, I mean, I've never been involved in the PvP community, but like, people have been complaining about that shit literally since this game came out. Like, I don't think there's been a time when I've been watching Wiz content where people didn't have like hatred for PvP. Bro, when I first started watching, like, I remember 10 years ago now, or probably not quite 10, but like, I remember watching like at least 8 years ago when I watched every Anthony 101 video up day it was released. And like, people hated PvP back then. People fucking hated that back then. I don't think this game at all is balanced badly because of PvP. I actually think PvP is like so on the back burners with how this game has been like made. They balance around challenge mode. Bro, challenge mode's another one of those things that like I don't do a lot of, just because like I don't farm for a lot of like the meta shit in this game anymore. But like I feel like level scaling is actually like so cool. It's like something I really would have liked to have been in the game for a while. I think the idea that you can go into a dungeon and scale down your level is actually like really cool. For better drops too. No way King's Isle would give Cracker as a name option. I know challenge mode is like good. I looked into farming for the new Barkingham Palace spells, and I was like, nah. But if I was going to do it, challenge mode is like the way to do it, apparently. Bro, I am on a second streak these days. Dude, it's also crazy to me. I got one good first in my second arc Wizlocke run. I got first against the Storm Spiders in Mirror Lake. Against the Guardians, I went second. Against Zobalba was forced, whatever. And then all three of the important Chrysalis fights that are, I guess, two. There's only 2 roles in Chrysalis. But I went 1 for 4 on important roles in that run. Feels bad, man. Let's do this. Yeah, I will do the Barkingham thing. But I'll do that at the start of the second arc. It's so easy to get. It's honestly easier to get than the Sky Iron. How are you alive? That's not good. Magma Man, lock in! I'm gonna shield. I don't think it's that. I mean, it's obviously like best in slot for a long time. But it's not that good. You know what I mean? It's also a gear piece I actually think now makes sense that it's in the game. This guy always clip farms my ass, bro. This guy's a clip farmer. George has something to say. Let's hear it, George. The boys called to go country dancing for a little. I'd see a TCU. This boy, he's out of here. Let's do this. Just bring the minion back. I think that's the first time I've ever actually seen his natural attack be shielded. What did George say? I don't know, I forgot. I mean, the thing is, like, it's like really good, but it's like, what? It's like 12 damage and a few more power pip chance. It's not like bust. I don't think it's game breaking. Like, it's like, I think it's good too, because like all the like Athames. I wish it was like a level 60 Athame, I guess. I feel like this game is kind of a lot. Like, it used to be cool. I feel like there used to be more diversity in gear in this game. Whereas now it's just like, you know, guaranteed best in slot drops for 50 levels. What's up, Aaron? I need help on Wizard 101. What do you need help with? If it's like a support question, I don't think I can help you, sadly. I think Bapple is good. I think it is overrated. I don't think Bapple is like God's gift to gear, but like I enjoy them. I think they're good. I wouldn't wait in line at a liquor store to like buy multiple 30 racks like some people do. But I'm not gonna hate on it. I have not tried a shock top toasted pretzel yet. I don't know where. I don't think I've ever even seen that. I remember we talked about that like months ago. I don't think I've ever even, if I ever see it. I don't go to that many. I'm gonna go to a liquor store tomorrow. I think for the Assassin's Creed Black Flag stream, I want to try to make grog. I kind of want to try to make some grog. Do they sell grog at a liquor store? Isn't grog just rum mixed with water? Is that something you can... Do you have to make your own grog, or can you buy grog at the store? When I buy a pet, it does not give me the pet. It gives me the same pet, but I have, like, my bat pet. Oh, if you're hatching at the kiosk, it's like... That's not... It's like a... There's, like, a chance you get the pet. The kiosk doesn't... If you hatch, there's a good chance you get your original pet back. They're making like a baby when they hatch. You're not buying that pet. You can buy it at a drink store? I'm pretty sure grog, I'm not a historian, but isn't grog what like they had to do to their water? Because like on long ship voyages, it's like, or is that just a completely different thing? I thought they had to mix rum with water to like purify it, and that's why they were just hammered all the time. Frog was also a thing. But is it rum and water mixed? Is that how you make it? Wasn't it because, like, it wouldn't go, it wouldn't get you sick? Water, it would grow bacteria and stuff, so they put alcohol in it to sterilize it. I wanna try Krok. It just works. This game just works. Never played this game. Should I install Run a Myth? Honestly, right now is like, nah, I don't like giving KI fucking whatever. But right now is the best time to try because it's free membership. So right now you can literally install the game and play it for a couple hours and see if you like it for free. This is actually one of the few times I will say, like, absolutely, I would try it right now. Then you can decide if it's worth it. Then you can decide, but I love Wiz. Like, I think even now anyone can pick this game up and they'll have fun. I just think some of the whatever. I mean, the membership system kind of sucks, but even then it's not that bad. I feel like every other form of microtransactions in this game is just, like, the worst. I'm gonna hide this before I get fucking rolled up on. I think there's a balance though, right? Because there are times where it's like, shit in this game does suck, and I think you have a right to complain about it. And I think it's actually helpful to complain about it. Like, the gallery stuff, like, I honestly think the gallery is bullshit. Like, the fact that the gallery cheats don't work, which is supposed to be, like, probably one of the coolest dungeons in this game, and it's been broken forever now, and they just don't even seem to be, you know? To me, that's like some shit that I can complain about. I feel like if you're complaining about, like, I don't know, fucking some weird, what, I don't know. I mean, Krokotopia is boring. It's not that bad. Krokotopia, to me, I can't believe they didn't rework the questline when they revamped it. Honestly, if, like, Krok had never been revamped, it would have got more of a pass from me. It's just crazy to me to go retexture everything and then not change the questline. That very clearly is just not good. You could have just cut out a lot of shit, too, and it would have been fine. They have this new trend of, like, breaking shit, which I swear they didn't used to do. I can't remember another time, like, something happened, like, in the past where they had, like, a portal apparel situation, or like a main dungeon just didn't work properly. Dude, I've thought about next one named Jonathan was up. We could do a I think I want to name them all Legend Strider. But we could do a Jonathan Legend Strider. I'm down for that. We might have to go through every name in the dictionary of fucking Legend Strider, but doing Wizhead Wednesday questions today? No. No. Unless are there actually good ones in the Discord, or is it going to be all asking about my feet? I'll check the Discord and see if there's any actual good ones. I just have a feeling they're all going to be bad. Okay, there's not even any good ones. not even any new ones. Dude, I've had like a weird lag. Even when I was like playing on a weekday when no one else was on, I don't know if it's because I'm streaming. I don't know if it's because I'm like set to a resolution that's larger or something, but like I get like weird lag. Like it'll happen when I'm just trying to discard cards and shit. Which is like when it gets really annoying. Because there's times where I've like wanted to do something with a card, and then I like click and it whatever. I don't know. But it didn't used to happen, which is what I don't get. You want to switch to classic graphics? If I switch to classic graphics and then turn on the OG music. Make it feel like we're back in the day. I love the shop tunes different. Doo-doo-doo. Da-da-da-da-doo-doo-doo. Does the OG Ravenwood theme work? I don't think it works anymore, right? Will it play? I love this. Is my favorite soundtrack if it plays the old one. Dude, I love this. This is my favorite soundtrack in the game. It's so magical, bro. Hey, dude, it's been a while since I played Wiz with the classic music up. It's actually been so long. I kind of want to listen to the OG battle music. The OG battle music is hype. But I need the sound effects up, too. Dude, it's just so magical sounding. Does it? It doesn't change back. There's no old dialogue in it. It's all new, right?
Professor Drake said to tell me
That is not
so
the OG. Not the OG sound. And like, I swear this isn't the OG Cyclops character model. Oh my god, the classic soundtrack is back. I've had it.
What is the actual difference between Corporate Clash and, like, Rewritten? Is Rewritten, like, the more faithful one? Also, how... do they not make any money off that shit? Is Toontown Rewritten, like, purely a passion project? It probably has to be, right?
You have to get us out of here. Those zombie creatures have the talisman to dispel.
Because
these
it's still
bubbles.
owned
Get
by
it from
Disney,
them,
right?
please.
They're all volunteers. That's wild. That is wild. Can you, like, donate to it? How do the servers, like, how do they have money for that? Can you donate to, like, help the servers? I don't know, I was low-key gonna do Toontown tomorrow, and then it's like, now I want to play the new Assassin's Creed game. So I don't know. So is someone just bankrolling the entire server? That's crazy. Oh, roguelike Toontown? I might check. I might play that instead. That would probably be more fun. Can I play that instead?
Everyone safe?
Or what promise have I actually pulled out on? I haven't not done the Toontown yet. I didn't say when I had to do it. There was never a time limit. I went to Chili's. It was just off camera. We've been over this. It did happen. I think a Toontown roguelite would be so much more fun for everyone involved. Which MLM should you join? Whichever one you can make it to the top the fastest. You so would use that Nif spell. Dumbass living puppet. I also want to do another Drunken Nuzlocke at some point. I don't know when I'm going to have time to do that, though. Didn't I win the challenge where I would have had to go out and interview people? I thought I won that, so I didn't have to do that. I swear I beat that challenge. I didn't beat that. I thought I did. I'm pretty sure I beat that because no one's ever annoyed me about actually doing it. Which I feel like with all the shit that I have scammed, I've been like, at least you guys have told me I should do it. But what stream even was that for? I have the old description on. Wait, didn't I add a new one? Wait, how did I fuck this up? How did this get here? What? Bro, I swear, did someone change this? Because didn't I add the rules for the first arc? Earlier? Alright, we're doing this runs different though. Because there's no Bazaar and there's no Bazaar. What was the other thing? And no crafting. Maybe it's like, I don't know why it didn't go through. I swear it was updated. Is it possible to beat the Wizlocke within the free sub time? Totally. Like the OG Wizlocke rules, yeah. The first arc Wizlocke is only like probably 24 hours of playtime. So if you were really grinding, it's faster too, depending on what school you play. So if you're really grinding that shit out, like it's not even that long. If I do like why no crafting just to make it a little bit harder. I also feel like if you allow crafting, the meta becomes to just craft that secondary death set and just run the vampire strat, which is like, I kind of want to do myth strats, you know? But then I don't also want to ban every death spell because I also want to use fate. So I think that's a good compromise. Myth gets a 7-pip minion that might be kind of, some people have said is actually decent. Yeah, I just feel like it, like, I kind of had to do that more with the Storm run. I was like, you kind of had to, like, get really grindy to, like, consistently beat, like, Clockworks and shit. So I don't think I should have to do that on a myth. Didn't they get rid of Achilles skip? Okay, fuck it, we'll fight. Probably actually want to go buy myth shields, though. As much as I really don't think I dog on this game that much. I dog on like the new content a lot. I think that's fair to say. Yeah, I mean, I totally would recommend this game. Mitres Quill, Flex. I also recommend this game. I think you'll have a lot more fun playing this game if you're new to it and you just play it really casually. If you're out here playing this game like ultra casually and just looking for something fun, it's like a really fun game. Honestly, I feel like to get to like the new problems and like the big problems people have with this game, you have to get to like over level fucking whatever, like over level at least 150. And it's like at that point you've already probably sunk at least 100 hours into the game, right? It's just like if you just like want to pick up this game and play it. How much does Wizard want to cost total? Like a lot. Like, it doesn't make sense to try to buy every area. Unless you're planning on playing this game an unfathomable amount for, like, the next couple years, it becomes worth it.
But I'm not gonna be doing that. Is it, how much resist does Achilles get? I should probably just bring a bunch of 1 pips. Different schools. Really smart. Buying every zone is not $180. It's way more than that. There's a Reddit post about it. How much to buy every Wizard 101 area? It would be $230 right now. It's like 240,000 crowns. So if you got the best deal, it would be 240. But like, I think you would have, like, obviously if I could go back in time, even then, bro. Like, I guess now that I've started making content on the game, it would have made sense. But like, you have to play a lot of Wiz to like need the entire game unlocked. It's like 240. I also think membership's nice, because like, if anything, if you're really thinking about grinding this game, I get one of the better membership deals. Because you get the free member benefits, and how much time to play the entire game for a casual? Like, main quest line for a casual first-time player, I would say close to 200 hours. When I speed ran it and got carried through it and like sweated super hard and didn't even play the most recent 2 worlds, it took me like 90 hours, I think. So like, if you're doing like a super min-maxed run, it's your first run, you stop and farm gear only when you have to, probably like 200 hours. Somewhere in there. A little bit less if you can game really hard. I think like, having a shit ton of experience in this game and being able to transfer over pets and gear and stuff could probably do it in like solo. It's also faster if you play with other people. Solo, I think I could do it in 160 hours. Maybe a little bit less. I have like 230 hours in Zafaria. That's crazy. I mean, but like, that would be like if all you do is main quest. There's so much shit to get distracted on in this game. Yeah, like, I mean, the other thing is like the majority of the player base is not max. The majority of people who play this game do not have a max wizard. That's a lot of time to devote to Wiz, bro. Like, sinking 200 hours into a game is like tough. Bro, that's why it gets me, like, I think it's so funny when like people say like, you have to listen to like the people who have been here the longest and like whatever, like, this is like, they have a bunch of maxes and shit, which is like, obviously it's not that like those people are important, but it's like the casual, if you're thinking about the casual player experience, which is like, I think a larger portion of the player base, especially now with console, it's like a lot of them are like probably in Chrysalis still. This game long as fuck. Pet Derby was sick. They just needed to give you actual rewards for Pet Derby. You know how we get people back in the fucking Pet Derby queue? You add energy elixirs to it. If you could get energy elixirs as a Pet Derby reward, the queue would be full, bro. Farming Omen Stirboard right now? I don't know. I don't know what... I've never farmed him. I don't know what the drop rates are like.
It's crazy how they just build up all these pips now to fucking just die. I'm actually gonna pass. I'm gonna pass, not be stupid, pass, heal, hit. I think he has 1 health. I guess if they're super... Oh, I can hit now. Oh, 6-7! 6-7! 2 health. Awesome. Dude, I think that's healthy, though. I think, like, especially a game like Wiz that does take a while, like, I feel like it's perfectly normal to, like, take breaks. Like, you know, you don't have to play, right? I feel like people get into, like, that mode because of, like, the membership. I think that's one of the problems with the membership. Is people get, like, so caught up in, like, fuck, I have to make the most of my active member time. It's, like, okay to, like... It was also okay if your max wizards at level 70. Like, it's a fucking children's card game. Like, you should play to have fun. And, Go out, bro. Smell the roses. Make a couch potato farm, you know? Why the fuck not? Farm for full Zeus gear. You only whiz once. You only whiz once.
Good.
Am I broke still? I am kind of broke, wow. If you sell to a vendor, do they give you better prices than quick selling? Real or fake?
Follow me outside.
Dude, I don't want to do that quest. That happens every time.
This is the common.
Shut up! Like, can I sell you gear? If I want to quick sell this staff, it'll give me 32 gold. I wonder how much it'll give me if I actually go try to sell it to someone. $32 gold. Okay, it's all the same. It is all the same. You get this old sound effect if you sell to the bazaar? I don't think you do. The classic gold sound. I feel like it's been a while since I've heard that. $430. I can get like 2 death shields. Yeah. Wait, Nightshade's about to be mean. Can you sell reagents to people? Is that real? For the first arc, I'm not allowed to use the bazaar or craft or use whatever gear. Is not allowed. I'm poor. Dang it. I have any housing items or anything? I'm just poor, bro. I am not wealthy. Are these the Krampus queen? Buy those. Dude, I kind of want to farm Krampus too. I kind of want to do that on my main in case I ever want to make an ice. Or if I ever actually want to go for having every school max, then I want to quest up an ice. Give me first. Fuck. Is Wiz still hacked? I think so. I know Socks had some crazy shit going on. I don't think that's still in the... I don't know. I got no idea. I imagine if King's Isle knew how to fix that shit, though, it would have already been fixed, right? Which school has he succeeded in Arc 1? I've beaten it now on a death. I've done it on a death, I've done it on a fire, and I've done it on a storm. The schools I still have to do it on are a life, a myth, an ice, and a balance. I think life would be kind of free low. I've just never gotten around to doing it. I haven't done a life Wizlocke run in like literally 3 years. Balance would be really annoying, I think, still. And then I think ice, I think, would be like probably second easiest I have left. I think balance is probably the hardest. I was doing the YouTube. I just hate making shorts like that. I feel like episodical shorts are just kind of lame. I don't think people like the episodical shorts. I think he lives no matter what, so I think the smart thing is actually to pass. Pass in a pixie. Not get greedy. Does he have, like, outgoing damage? The fuck? Why are his spells just mogging mine? Why does his do 160? Does he have like a Spellament upgraded version or something? Opinions on Life Wizard mains? I don't hate Life Wizard mains. I think with how streamlined this game has become, where like everyone just blades in a 7-pip AoE, it's honestly just like whichever school you think is the most aesthetically pleasing. And, like, I think Life has some cool spells. I think Life, in terms of like the coolness spells tier list, is probably firmly in the middle. Probably pretty firmly in the middle. Yeah, I saw the saw shit. I saw that like there was like some weird like, dude. If that shit happened to me, I actually would have like, I think I would have perma uninstalled Wiz. Like, this is crazy, bro. I got fucking. I was ready to kill someone when I just got normally stream sniped. When someone would like switch realms and find me every like hour. But like, if someone going into an instance like that, I would actually lose my mind. I would have fucking killed someone. Level 1 only Wizlocke, it would not be possible. Dude, the problem, like, even if you could do it with, like, level 1 stats, which I don't think you could, you just don't, like, you need spells. It's hard to, you just can't get spells. There's, like, some weird exploit going around where, like, someone can, like, it's essentially like a pop-up spam thing. But, like, someone can, like, fucking just have pop-ups come on your, it just breaks your, like, you can't play the game. It reminds me a lot of 3 years ago when someone was, like, able to come into my instance and, like, no-clip around. I'm sure it's something related to that. I don't really know how it works. I would have broken something. If I was in the middle of that Morgans fight and that shit kept popping up, I would have I don't think I'd ever play this game again. I don't think I ever... Yeah, I mean, at least the guy who did it back then was just, like, fucking around. Like, he didn't ruin my shit. Remember the... See, that was the thing is, like, the random guy who was, like, a super low level and had the polymorph that I don't know how he would have access to and was, like, teleporting to me and doing weird stuff. It's like, I almost feel like, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist here. But I feel like there is something going on in this game. It's the same with, like, the guy who could no-clip around. It's like, someone has some cheat or some shit or access to some information that, like, I don't think they should have. I don't want to sound like like I'm going crazy here. But I think that's happening for sure. Can you quick sell reagents? Is that a thing? Oh my god, this is... I don't want to sell reagents for 5 gold. Alright. I need to find gold from somewhere. Guess I could just buy storm shit. I don't watch that much Wiz content just because, like, I play so much on stream that, like, when I want to watch other stuff, like, when I'm not on, like, I already get enough Wiz in my day today. I guess I only need one of those. Fuck it, we will. You know what I mean? But I watch some Wiz content. I'll watch, like, especially if it's, like, new, when I'll watch, like, the more, like, newsy Wiz stuff and, like, daily stuff like that from, like, the Sauce and the Kaiser Noahs when, like, a new world comes out or, like, something I, like, want to do in the game. I don't know, there's like a challenge run video, I'll watch it. I don't watch much Wiz streams at all though. Ooh, first actually kind of nice.
We get the golem up and at the ready, right? Dark Sprite's gonna be useless. Would have liked to pull the other one. Low key. Alright, that is an L starting hand. Better. Not the best pulls to start. I think we need this minion to go off. I do fear I'm gonna need you to cook. See, like, I really wanted my Storm Shield. I guess I could do this. This actually isn't a bad play now that I'm death trapped. Make sure I don't get rid of too much damage out of this deck, though. I think we just have enough. Alright, I kind of like death shielding now that I'm trapped. If I perma-quit Wiz, what would I do? Like, if I had to, like, switch to another game to, like, make long, super long challenge videos on, I don't even know what I would pick. Probably Minecraft. Maybe I'd do, like, more... Things like, I think I would do, like, probably... I don't know if I'd want to do Minecraft challenges, though. I feel like there's very few games I've ever played that I love doing Wiz challenges that are actually kind of hard. Like, maybe I'd switch to, like, just, like, I'd probably just bounce all over the place. Like, I would be down to do, like, more Halo challenges, maybe. Pokemon's a good one. I like Pokemon. But the problem with, like, Pokemon is, like, I don't like the, like, insanely difficult ROM hacks. Really, the only game I like making way harder than it should be is Wiz. Okay, I have, like, all the pips in the world. Do I Sprite? Is that a crazy take? I really need to pull a fucking troll. This is my new problem here. I don't want to get rid of anything. I'm gonna spray it. My thing with, like, Pokemon Infinite Fusion is, like, and this becomes less and less the story as I make more, like, content, where I feel like now I don't have to be as creative. But for a long time, like, if I was making something that wasn't Wiz, I'd have to be, like, super creative. And, like, very, like, kind of weird. And, like, appealing to a niche sort of thing. You know what I mean? I couldn't just go out there and play some Infinite Fusion for the fun of it. Alright, we really need to fucking do something cool here. We're kind of cooked. I think a troll could get there on him, though. I'm going to do this, and then I need to pull a troll next turn. I can either troll or minion here. Ideally, it would be a troll, but I could also minion. A 24-hour bar challenge would be funny. Oh, did he hit the minion? Oh, he threw! Myth's actually good. Who would have thought? Troll? Oh my god, give me the fucking troll. What's my chances of pulling a troll here? They have to be really good, right? Oh, Jesus. I guess I could get rid of Imp, probably. I have to pull a troll here. I don't think they ruined minions. I actually think they just made them more consistent. They made them less spongy, for sure. Alright. We're just being toxic now for the sake of being toxic.
I wonder if we wombo combo. If I bats, do you think it gets there? I kind of just want him to die before he 3-pips me, actually. That's kind of what I want to happen here. I can literally troll in Pixie spam if this guy just will die. Minion, please do not chisel. If I get Storm Sharked right now and I lose because of it, Minion, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna not be very happy with you. You are so lucky, Mr. Minion. You are so lucky. I have 3 cards left. 2 of them have trolls I've been trying to pull this entire time. Never twice. Never twice. Never twice. Wow, that was way too close to not killing. Fizzles more than fresh seltzers. Like, minions now, this guy only lasts for 3 turns, and instead of just spamming 1-pips, he goes golem bonk, and then a random 1-pip every time. They're, like, more controllable now, is the word I should not have hit. Whatever. I should have waited and let him take off the shield. Bro, Wally would solo this fight. I'm not doubting that. It's just like, I don't have the ability to summon him. I would if I could, for sure. See, so like now he does a random 1-pip, so you know what he's gonna do. And then he just disappears. He avatar vanishes. That's actually a good spell. Alright, we should just be able to troll and pixie our way out of this. I think this is the most pips I've ever had in one of these fights. A Wally cosplay? That'd be probably pretty hard to do though, right? Oh my god. Dude, I've been shielding natural attacks. This did not used to happen in my Wizard City runs. Wow. That would have done a lot. We were a minus 80 that did 71. What's the math on that? That's actually terrifying. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, minion. 355? Golly. Golly. I'm gonna Golem minion and then Pixie to not throw. This is like so safe, it's almost embarrassing. I guess I could have just healed. I don't know why I didn't just heal it, but... Alright, 229. He can do that with a 2-pip spell, so I am going to heal. I'm gonna play by the Wizlocke rules here. By the rule book. Dude, that's the thing about like these the rule sets we have. Like this rule set where there's no Bazaar allowed at all. And no crafting, is like some of these early fights are just like actually get really scary. There's like, you just have nothing to work with. I'm just so weak and frail and such a little boy. But like, even Lord Nightshade could just dominate me. Gotta change my word choice. Easy. I also gotta be better about just picking up random fucking housing items.
The books.
Because they can sell for a little bit of gold.
Freed us to the necromancer concealed safely in my domain. In the night side, where no mortal thing can
Did I get anything
see
cool?
him.
Can't this guy drop cool shit right now? Can't all the world bosses because it's Christmas in July? Yo, what's up, Mills? Appreciate you. What would happen if Wizard? I don't think this game will ever get Fortnite popularity. Like, I don't think this game would ever be popular with young kids. Which I think for a game to be able to go like Fortnite level, it has to be playable by like little kids. I think you could reach like a Mecha Chameleon level of success them. I think if like some whatever got like the right kind of traction randomly. I just don't think Wiz would ever be a global phenomenon. I think only King Gobbler can drop Art Steel. I don't think it drops from him. I could be wrong. I think he can drop like mounts. I think during like the whatever, like the holidays, they give him a mount drop. Can't he drop like the bunny guy? The game's just too slow for like kids to like. Especially now when they could play Roblox and shit, that's just like constant stimulation. During spring, he drops the bunny. This spell has so much aura. The Fire Elf doesn't even need a tree. The Storm Elf doesn't need the tree. Have you given any comments about the USA losing to Belgium in the World Cup? The US team sucks. The US is not good at soccer. I just think if they wanted to be good, they would be good. But I don't really, like, I'm not super hung up on it or anything. How did you lose to an imaginary country? Because they actually like care about soccer and have a soccer culture. As far as we know, it's all 50-50. The chance to go first. But it's now, I don't think that's something people like really know. I mean, iron sharpens iron, right? And if you live in an area like a country like America that isn't intent on doesn't already have the best players in the world, and B, isn't intent on bringing in the best players in the world, you're never going to be very good. This is the worst sportsmanship I have ever seen. If the U.S. gave a fuck, everything the U.S. cares about sports-wise, they win. It's very just true. Everything in the U.S. that has like a lot of the like money flowing into, they are the best in the world at. There's no thing that like the US like has like cultural investment in that they're not great at. The MLB? I mean, I think you do see in like the MLB and the whatever and the NBA, there's like more foreign talent for sure. But even then they all come to the US. Like that's where they congregate. And there's things like the World Baseball Classic that, like, the U.S. is always the ones who don't actually put out a fucking, like, go and get their best players to play. Do you realize how much money the World Cup makes? I mean, I have no idea. Gross revenue of the World Cup. When was the last one? 2022? 7.5 billion. The NFL generated a revenue of nearly 20 billion for the 2022 season. Like, it's more national of an event, but it's not a bigger fucking capitalist dump. Soccer is fun as fuck to watch. I mean, you could argue, like, I don't even think that's like a important argument though. I also think there's a level to it of soccer with like other sports. Like even something like low scoring and very tactical is never going to capture the average American audience the same way that football does. Where it's just just people getting the shit kicked out of them. A game that consistently ends in like 0-0 shootouts at the highest stage is just never going to be more fun to the average, you know. I mean, I like football more. I don't know the first thing about soccer though. I didn't grow up in an atmosphere of like, it was something that was pushed on me. I never came down, you know. It was never like at school, like, let's go watch the soccer game. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. I think Headmaster Ambrose is the strongest being in the Wiz universe. And no one can convince me otherwise. Get my second potion. Please bring back pipe. Alright, I'll bring back pipe. What did we compromise and I only bring back pipe emotes?
Now it is time.
When does Myth get Mythblade? It's now, right? Did he give me a quest? What do I get? I get Myth Trap here, which is dope. I'm pretty sure I have Troll. Is it because I haven't done the other spell quest, maybe? Oh, I need to do the quest? Okay, okay. Is that there now so that other schools can train it? Is that why it's added now to that screen? I see, I see, I see. I understand it now. I thought you got Mythblade at like a low level. Why are we starting over? The death run is completed. It's finito. Can I pick you up from work tomorrow? I'm kind of busy. I kind of got that thing going on at the time. I would love to, but I remember that thing I was telling you about with those people. That's just going to eat up a lot of my time tomorrow, and I don't, you know. I don't want to. You get played at 12? Rats! I guess Trap's actually better. Trap buff makes traps good. I do have to play Black Flag tomorrow. I might start stream early.
I might do an uncharacteristically early stream so I can just play that shit. Oh my god, why is this so low res? What? Why is that? What were those screenshots? Huh? What the fuck? I can't lock items in my backpack. You have to go to gameplay options 4 and enable it. I do that all the time. And I forget that when you make a new character, it doesn't want to let you do it. I don't know why it's not just a default option at this point, but... Dude, the worst trade was the Jaylen Brown trade. I'm a Jaylen Brown believer, I will admit. That trade made no sense. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't want that to be auto-enabled. My goal is to get as far as possible. I'm also a Paul George believer. But I was a Paul George believer 6 years ago. Sure. You know? Dude's elderly now. The worst NBA trade might be the Jaylen Brown trade. I mean, the Luka trade was really bad. The Jaylen Brown trade, to me, is on par with the Luka trade. I mean, it's where you just look at it and you're like, something doesn't make sense here. Something that should be adding up is just not adding up. Did I get this guy? I think it's different though with like the SGA trade, where like if in hindsight you can look at it and be like, that was bad. Where something like the Luka trade's got to be worse. Just because it's so current, you know what I mean? Just because it's so current. Norway or England? Are they playing in soccer? Is that why you're asking? Dude, I'm the wrong person to ask. Doesn't England, like, not win World Cups? Isn't that a meme?
You feel a magical presence.
England has one win. Not since 1966. Holy shit. That's what's crazy about the World Cup only happening every 4 years. Like, it just hasn't been that many of them, have there? Why is there Christmas stuff? They're doing like a Christmas in July thing right now. Mignon. How good is this troll? Dude, I need a bigger deck. Should go buy that. Problem is I'm so poor right now. I just have no funds. I'm gonna have to go sell the shit out of my dorm room Is that how poor I am? I'm gonna go pawn my dorm room. They didn't give me any furniture! What the fuck? Where's my bed? What? They knew it, bro. They knew I was gonna sell that shit. How did they know? This is wild. This is that's actually wild. Average 6,000 a month. What? You think it's a classic mode bug? You think my shit's in there, I just can't see it? There's no way. Bro, what? Also, where the fuck do those windows go? Do you see them on this side? I bet classic mode has windows there. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Fuck, how am I gonna get gold? This deck is tiny, bro. Alright, I guess we can do a couple quests with this tiny deck, but... Dude, Wizard City, this would be such a cool place to go to school. It's so pretty.
Another wizard?
Wizlocke Wednesday is when we play the Wizlocke on a Wednesday. There's not really much to it. It's just alliteration, right? Not much behind it. Ooh, does Zeke give me gold if I do his quest? 76 gold. Wait, I actually need that. Wait, hold on. Say less, Zeke. Say less. That 76 gold goes a long way in Krok. Say less, Zeke. Say less. Someone be in Colossus Boulevard, please. Seriously, no one play that street anymore. Like, literally no one. We got people in Crab Alley and no one's doing Colossus Boulevard. We got people in the catacombs. Oh boy. yeah, I could just grab the quest.
This is Golem Court.
Shut up, Abby!
I love this. This mount's so funny to me. Isn't one of the Gobbler mounts like crazy rare? Isn't there some like weird retired Gobbler mount that's like super hard to get? Like old ass top 10. I feel like I heard of it. I think I saw that in like a Glad Rocker video. Man! Batman! Soft hoods aren't effective though if you can't go to the bazaar. You can only make money soft hooding if you can sell reagents at the bazaar. Did I not get the common smith? Am I dumb? Don't answer that. We get Nightbot. I'll set it up one day. One day, I'll be living in a big old city. One day I'll add pipe emotes. I'll add everything you ever asked for. Plus Boulevard. Cool ass mount too. What the hell? Sky Sorcerers? Is that from a bundle? Why that kind of tough? No! No! I don't want to fight these guys. Fuck! Oh wow, they actually got they kind of got hands too.
Heavenly Palace bundle. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, as long as you hit that one and you don't take my trap. Why are we fighting gobblers? I got pulled. I was trying to get one of them Thangalangs. I was trying to get the Schmith. And then I got pulled. I got yoinked. I do want to try out this new minion, though. It's just so... Why would I be farming the Gobbler fucking Glutton? Why would I even do that? Dude, I actually kind of love these like these low level fits. This shit brings me back, bro. I'm just trying out a different rule set. Try to make the first arc a little more interesting. Just switching it up. I feel like if I allow the Bazaar, I just run the same strats I've run a million times. So I kind of want to do something that's a little bit more mythy, you know? I really do want to see what this 3-pip minion's about. I got pulled. I'm not doing a quest right now. I got yoinked off the. They took me off the sidewalk. It was evil. Kind of want to see, because if this minion can be like crazy cracked, then there's a world where like my optimal strat becomes 0-pip minion for Krok into this guy. I kind of want to see what he does. Imagine I throw, trying to see what this minion does. That would be a classic Xerath throw. Let's see what he does. Okay, he gets 4 spells. Greater Hex. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Any plus 40 buff from a minion is pretty solid. Like, throughout the entire run, I think Meow Yardy is going to be really hard on a myth. It's probably the next boss that... like, Crocopatra is also really annoying on a myth, because she can Myth Shield. Wow. 40 plus 45 myth? What does that mean? Is that a pierce trap? I mean, I think Crocopatra is actually pretty difficult on the myth because she gets myth shields, so you have to play around that. And it's also fucked on a myth. Wow, it is pierce. Because you don't get storm shields on a myth. Does this guy just buff, or does he ever hit? I don't think a 3-pip setup minion's quite gonna be good. Yeah, 45 pierce, he just traps? Yeah, this guy isn't very good, but it's kind of cool. Mythic feels kind of sick. Wait, does every rendition of that guy just trap? Am I gonna lose? No fucking way. No fucking way that just happened. Okay. But he doesn't draw aggro because he's not hitting. He can't tank because he's never going to draw aggro because he doesn't hit. He didn't draw aggro there at all. It looks like I'm about to Scion this fucking goblin. That would have been one of the worst Wizlocke. That would have been one of the worst Wizlocke losses ever. I mean, maybe for like, I don't even know. I don't know when that guy would be good. The other thing is, like, I think I'd rather just, I get the 0-pip minion's better. Like, that guy was 3 pips. That's not a cheap minion. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that guy was also 0 pips, he could be useful. But the fact that he's not a 0-pip minion kind of ruins it for me. The thing is, like, if I train into, like, Death School,
I could get the death minion, right? I'm sorry, William. I'm sorry, Daniel. I don't want to be friends. Not on this wizard. If you get me on my other wizard, I'll add you. But not on a Wizlocke character, sadly. Can you train Wally? Can you do that? Wally's probably like, I'd have to put so many pips into Storm. I'd have to put so many pips into Storm. That it's just like... I'm just gonna turn all this shit off. Can you get Wally? He's free? Oh, he's free if you train Storm Shark. Wait, that's kind of sick. I actually kind of really like that. I like how if I train up through a school, I just get the minion. That's really cool, actually. I think we can add a rule where, like, I think, because I feel like if I would like to run Wally and it'd be fun, I think I should get 1 training point buyback at the end of every arc. Because, like, if I want to run a stupid strategy early game, I don't think it should, like, cripple me for the rest of the run. I don't think that would be very fun. Like, if I want to whip out the Wally, I feel like I should be allowed to do that first arc and then get a reset. Yeah, but the fact that, like, Storm Shark is required means it's, like, not really free. It's not really free. There's a catch. I like that too, because then it's like I don't have to worry. I feel like it'd be lame if I have to, like, play Myth a certain way because I know at level 90 I'm gonna want a certain spell. Whereas, like, this gives me more freedom. Then I can run Wally and shit. I think just 1 buyback per arc is better. Because then I can do fun level strats and not have to worry about, like, oh fuck, I'm crippling the run for later, you know what I mean? Anime's kind of ass though. It'd be cool if Myth just got all these minions for free. Alright. I low-key might end stream. I kind of have to go eat dinner. And I want to go edit the Wizlocke. Tomorrow I will be live for a while. I want to do, like, a pretty big Assassin's Creed Black Flag stream. I think I'll start it, like, 2 my time, so, like, 5-ish EST. I think go to, like, 5-ish EST. At 5 EST, I'll start 2 my time, 2 West Coast time. Did we count Morganth as a win? I mean, I'm going to count it as a win, but that's up for you to decide. All right. I will probably be live for more Wiz. Probably not Friday. Saturday? I'm probably going to upload Friday. All right. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Well, I'm not going to... The game doesn't come out, and I'm not going to fucking stream drink at, like, whatever. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.